I think should be paramount. I hate the idea of my feelings get hurt. So like under this law, because I have a visceral, what if I have a visceral, I actually feel hatred towards a institution displaying iconography that I find repulsive, i.e. a rainbow flag. Can I now sue that company or that institution for promoting hate?
How is somebody wanting you to spend your life in prison for hurting your feelings? How is that not hateful? Like, I would think, like, normally the crime or the punishment fits the crime, right? So if you're saying that you deserve life in prison because you hurt my feelings, I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty hateful to me. You're muted. Ugh.
Oh, I hate me. Well, yeah, so this is where this is ultimately going. And if people think like, oh, well, you know, I see lefties all the time. They talk about, well, we have free speech in Canada. No, we don't. We don't. And
Nope.
you cannot have hate speech laws and be considered free speech.
No,
I can hate.
impossible.
Like, what if I hate bologna and cheese sandwiches. I hate them. I think that they're an affront to civilized society, and anyone that consumes it is in line with absolute destruction of the world. If I viscerally believe that, should I be able to charge someone that consumes this product? Should I be able to espouse contempt towards what? Big Oscar Mayer, big bologna? That they're trying to hurt people. Can I do something if someone shows that, hey, you know what? I hate Chryslers. I think Chryslers are inferior. Is that now hate? Because I love Chrysler products. I love Ford. I love Chevy.
Favorite color is lime green. That could be hateful to somebody else. They could hate the color lime green.
Well, and the thing with identifiable groups, every group is identifiable. Every group.
100%.
The whole idea of identity politics is trying to persuade a particular group of people and identifiable, whether it's Christian conservatives, whether it's, left-wing nihilists, whether it's black people, brown people, whether it's, I don't know, apostate freaking Muslims, or was it devout Muslims? Is it Hutterites? Is it, throw in whatever
Fat,
that
thin,
is.
this, that, young, old, like keep going, day, night.
Homeowners, non-homeowners, homeless. How about government employees? Like all of
breeders, inbreeders, inbreeders. Sorry, I had to throw that in there. I mean, you can just, the list keeps going. It'll never end. Everybody can consider somebody else that anything that they say, do, dress, look like could be offensive. Somebody could look at me, a gorgeous, fat blonde woman, white blonde woman, and be offended by the way that I look.
Or like, if I say, could your doctor now be charged with a hate crime if they say, hey, Tubby, lay off the Haagen-Dazs a little bit? It's not good for your health. Could that be considered a hate crime because they're calling out an identifiable group?
Yeah, I think in their logic, 100%. Whereas me, I would go to my doctor and be like, you're probably right. I probably should lay off that shit. Give me the Ozempic. 100%. Facts. So with this, this is a law that they're trying to bring into Canada. Okay. Now, this is also a law that is in the UK right now.
Good old two-tier Kier.
So let's just, let's take a look overseas to our monarchy, to our king, if you say.
Well,
and what it's like
king.
there. Well, technically, he's our king, but
no,
he's
not
our king. He is our king, but he isn't our king. I don't know.
Not. It's King Charles, you dick. You dickhead. You bloody cunt. You dickhead.
Watch language. And two.
Nah, you're a good cunt.
Oh my God. Goodbye, YouTube. It was so nice seeing you for like a second. Anyway, so everybody's favorite Trump was recently in the United Kingdom, and they were talking about free speech because the United Kingdom has free speech laws. So let's just take a look, shall we?
Despite what he
dickhead.
talked about in Scotland a few weeks ago, we still have 12,000 people a year here being arrested for social media posts, for free speech violations. Does that not remain an important area that there is still a lot of disagreement on?
I'd like to have you answer that.
And on free speech,
Yeah, you answer it.
That has long lived in this country, free speech. It's one of the founding values of the United Kingdom, and we protect it jealously and fiercely, and always will. And we will bear down on any limits on free speech. I draw a limit between free speech and the speech of those that want to peddle paedophilia and suicide social media to children. And therefore, I'm all for free speech. I'm also for protecting children from things that will harm them, paedophiles, those that peddle suicide, which has had a terrible consequence for individual, particularly teenagers. And so that's the balance we strike. But we have had freedom of speech in this country for a very long time, and we will always protect it.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I had a live stream going.
So they have a they have free speech.
You don't see, and this is the thing. I agree with where he's saying, but it's when you start getting into the nebulous terms. You know?
Well, okay, but that's the thing though. Like, yes, any sort of pedophile or anything like that should be condemned, and they should be going after people like that. There is such a huge thing,
but they're not
of that honor. Well, that's exactly it. Like that is not what they're actually going after. Why can't I remove this? Hold on. Oh, you pulled it up. That's why I can't remove it. Hold on. But then we got here. So what does it say? Did you know that in early reports are showing that the UK will be on the second straight year of arresting on average 12,000 people a year for saying things on the internet? That is over 30 arrests a day.
Hey, that's a lecturing guy. That's the lecturing guy.
Arrests a day.
Do you know who the lecturing guy is?
I do not know.
What? You know who the lecturing guy is.
I mean, it's highly possible. But then, so...
You want to see who the lecturing guy is?
Then we have here. Okay, show me the lecturing guy before we continue on here. Okay.
This guy. Activate. There we go. That guy.
They called him a terrorist for holding a lecture. Now he's telling the truth. Interesting. Okay.
Don't you remember during J6, he picked up a lectern? Yep. He picked up Nancy Pelosi's lectern, and yeah.
You do now.
That's him.
All right. Did not realize that.
Yeah.
So with this free speech in the United Kingdom, so get out of here.
Oh my God. Okay.
This thing is so annoying sometimes, I will say. Will this make it bigger? Yes. Okay.
Wait, don't you have the video of this?
Yes, but I need to give a little.
Play the video.
I will.
Play the video.
On August 13th,
play the video.
There was somebody who was detained in London for over 10 hours. He's a lawyer himself. He was detained in London.
Day. I think he set out his position in his statement that he was there as a legal observer. I think that's the concern.
That is what saying.
Yes.
Whoa.
So it said a
But
man
I've
who was
obviously
taken.
got to investigate an allegation, and that these are the questions that I'm putting to him to either prove your involvement or non-involvement in the
The man
allegation.
who is a lawyer was accused of antagonizing protesters.
Scoot forward.
So these are two police
What
officers.
necklace are you wearing?
Hey, stop swearing.
Necklace on it, Ryan.
Yeah.
Star of David.
Because the officer details this in their statement.
Okay, hold on. I'm
Hold on,
gonna remove it. So skip forward to where he's saying because he's wearing a Star of David, it was seen as offensive and it should have been removed. That it was provoking, because that thing's 6 minutes long. You're muted, by the way. BT dubs. Okay. Here, I have it right here.
Oh, you have the okay. Then
Oh,
please.
what the heck? Ah!
I removed mine. Now add yours.
I know,
There we go.
I know.
That because the Star of David was out and present to people, which may take either offence to the presence of it, they felt that that was antagonising the situation further.
Okay, well, I'm going to say that I think that's, with respect, appalling and shows a complete lack of ignorance
Okay.
on behalf of those officers.
Okay.
Because if they were familiar with the fact that IJAM were organising the protests, then they would recognise that how could a Moghim Dovid cause offence, notwithstanding the fact that, you know, we shouldn't be in a situation where people can't walk around wearing a sign of their religion. It's not like. So I do have a great deal of concerns with the officer's response and the line of questioning, but I've recorded it on tape.
So, to that point,
Hearing these officers justify it and how deep they're willing to go, this gets worse.
Right?
This gets way worse. And just like they seem so like, yeah, you should know. Wearing a Star of David incites people. It's actually a sign to inflame tensions, to make things worse.
I myself, and I believe for the Metropolitan Police Service as well, I don't believe that anyone has acted with a view to cause anyone an offence. However, we're talking about we're not talking about wearing a Star of David. I don't know what you're referring to, a Moghim.
Yeah, sorry, Star of David.
Star of David. I haven't heard that.
Apologies.
We're not talking about walking around with a Star of David chain on his neck in a open forum in public generally. We're talking about a very niche environment where tensions are high, where two sides are coming together, have adverse opinions, adverse views. That I think we can't open it up to say anyone can't walk around wearing what they want to wear. We're not talking about human rights in terms of where what he's wearing in a public forum.
So remember, this is in regards to a protest. What do protests typically have? They have some type of iconography which delineates whether they're adherence or possible contempt to a particular policy or position, something like that. So there was a protest going on, and counter protesters had a Star of David. The person that got arrested was the person that just was wearing a Star of David.
Again, no violence, no nothing being said. They were just wearing a necklace.
But it's like it's incumbent upon you that you might hurt someone's feelings. Someone's feelings might get hurt by this.
What about the people who are on the other side yelling ending of lives of the Jewish people?
How about when we seen in Australia when they were saying gas the Jews, when we seen in America?
To say exactly that, yeah.
Well, this is what they are saying. And they're like, well, you know, you should be more considerate of the people that are calling for a genocide of a certain particular group of people. You need to be more considerate of them because you might hurt their feelings.
Which is funny. He's technically the group that's being attacked. And he is the one, a Jewish lawyer, who was detained for 10 hours in custody. because he wore a necklace of his religion. That is literally like people. Like, I literally wear a pentagram. I have worn it for many, many years. People wear crosses. People wear the red thing around their wrist for Kabbalah. They wear the tree of life for Kabbalah. They wear the Sikh bracelets. When I see these things, the Star of David, okay, that's the religion they are. I'm not going to take that as a hateful thing. That is who they are, what they represent. Okay, cool. But there are literally people who are yelling at these other people that I want you no longer to exist on this plane and earth anymore. And that's okay. But because he's wearing a Star of David, he's the one that gets arrested and is in custody for 10 hours.
Were you able to get the one from Basil the Great up working?
I don't know which one that one was. Basil
the next one.
Well, I don't know. I'm on, or which one am I on? Is it the one that you're sitting on right now? Oh, that one. Hold on. Let me check.
Well, I have the one from Queen Natalie. So, here you go. Here's some more. Have some fun. The UK arrested a man in the middle of the night in front of his wife who is battling stage 4 cancer because he posted a Facebook page that he doesn't like seeing Palestinian flags in the he doesn't like seeing Palestinian flags.
Didn't say hate. Didn't say he wants them no longer to live.
Of 2023, on Bethnal Green Road at 10:04, you were witnesses saying, obviously, people, while they're over here, etc., we let them into our country, etc.
So, big deal.
Yeah, okay.
So, big deal.
Why don't you only tell them?
Yeah.
Take him. Disgusting. You're disgusting. Absolutely. I'm a stage 4 cancer patient and I need to hear. Make a scene of shoes. Make a scene. You're arresting him because he said something in his face about Hamas, a terrorist organisation.
You haven't been round the block. You don't know what you're talking about. John, have a custody. Did you hear that?
What?
All those Palestinian flags in Bethnal Green Road. And you discussed it. Absolutely discussed that. Why didn't you tell them, John?
Let's have it very, very clear. We have the freedom of speech. If we want to be against Palestine, we will be.
There's no freedom of speech. You're cute.
That's a problem. Did you hear what that cop? You know, this is where BLM and all the ACAB. That's where these people really get me on board. That's your problem. All the guy said is we don't like seeing the Palestinian flags and we can be against them. He said that's your problem.
Yeah.
No problem. Yeah, I know. This is your freedom.
Look at the cops! Look at all the cops!
Embarrassing.
Can you pause it for a sec? All I can think of is who knows how long this person is going to be detained or jailed because he said, and I quote, "I don't like seeing the Palestinian flags everywhere in my country." And his wife, who is literally battling stage 4 cancer, by the time he gets out, what if she is no longer here? They're literally wasting whatever time he is there to help her and be with her and spend time with her because he said, "I don't like something."
Yeah. I don't like something. I don't like seeing it. I don't like it being promoted.
He wasn't calling for the death of people.
Getting arrested because he mentioned Hamas on Facebook.
like Thomas.
You mean Hamas?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all against terrorist organisations. Sorry, unfortunately.
We don't like terrorists.
Yeah. We don't want terrorists in the country.
You can't have an opinion in this country.
You know there are Palestinian flags flying down Bethnal Green Road, and these guys.
Like, no, we need to represent the terrorists. Like, no, I can't get that video to play.
Yeah, weird. I don't know why
it was
like this.
I don't know. It was another video where the British police are drunk on power, and they were literally arresting somebody for an offensive comment online And wouldn't even tell him what the comment was.
Here you go. Remember this, if anyone hasn't seen this, from Konstantin Kisin.
In Russia last year, 400 people were arrested for things that they said on social media. 400 people in Russia. Obviously, this country is very different. How many people do you think were arrested in Britain for things they said on social media last year?
Go on.
Take a guess.
I've no idea.
3,300.
Really? Arrested for what they'd said on social media? Yeah. What sort of things get...
Look at that face. Watch his face. That is so telling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
Take a guess.
Like, look,
He's
he's like
something so much less.
Yeah, he's like, 2. Maybe, they incited like a terrorist attack.
Take a guess.
I've no idea.
3,300.
Really?
Look at that face right there. That is a man realizing his country is screwed.
Doomed, yeah.
Right there.
Arrested for what they'd said on social media.
Yeah.
Right there.
Are you mad? That's what his internal thing is going.
Yeah.
What sort of things get you arrested?
One example I give in my show is there was a young woman from Liverpool called Chelsea Russell, and people can look this up. Her friend was killed in a car crash, 19-year-old woman, and she posted the lyrics of his favorite song on her Instagram. And there was a rap song, so the lyrics contained several instances of the N-word. She was arrested, prosecuted, found guilty, given 500 hours of community service and a fine, tagged,
oh my God.
and for a year she was under 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. curfew.
My goodness.
In Britain.
In Britain.
In 2018.
Oh my God. Doom Goblin? Sorry. It showed Lord Farquhar there and it said Doom Goblin underneath it. That was funny. You're muted.
Oh, I said, here's the article right here. Woman guilty of racist snapdog rap lyrics Instagram post. Chelsea Russell, 19, from Liverpool, posted the lyrics of Snapdog's I'm Trippin' to pay tribute to a boy who died in a road crash, a court heard. Russell argued that it was not offensive, but was handed a community order. Prosecutors said her sentence was increased from a fine to a community order as it was a hate crime. She was charged after Merseyside police were anonymously sent a screenshot of her update. Grossly offensive.
Oh,
Liverpool Justice Centre sitting at Sefton Magistrates Court. Sefton? I don't know. I don't care. The British are fucking whatever. Heard Russell posted the lyrics to her account after the death of a 13-year-old in a road accident in 2017, the Crown Prosecution Service said. The words Russell used on her account contained a racial label which some people find extremely offensive. The screenshot was passed to Hate Crime Unit. Oh, God. PC Dominic Walker.
They
that
must
guy
feel
should
really
not,
good about themselves.
should not. Is it Dominique? Is that a woman?
I can't. It's too small. I can't read it.
Should be. I'm not saying they should be attacked, but they should be called out. These people need to be called out.
Dominique.
Who told the court the term was grossly offensive to her as a black woman. Oh, shut the fuck up, pussy. And to the is this police commissioner? You mean like the highest order?
Wow. Yeah.
And she's saying they said words and they didn't say words. So there you go. Liverpool, the screenshot was passed to, the Liverpool Echo reported that Russell's defense had argued the usage of the word had changed over time and had been used by superstar rapper Jay-Z in front of thousands of people at the Glastonbury Festival. Prosecutor Angela Conlon said Russell's defense also argued her profile wasn't public, but it had been proved in court that anyone could access it and see the offensive language. She said prosecutors also sourced case law that showed that posting the profile on her account constituted sending it and making it public. Oh, that's so effing dirty. That is so effing dirt. Like that, again, that is where ACAB, you get my support with this type of crap. The fact that someone screenshotted it and sent it, that made it public.
Yep. Which is absolutely disgusting. Okay, so then we have, so this was just in 2024.
The offence of incitement to racial hatred involves publishing or distributing material which is insulting or abusive, which is intended to or likely to start racial hatred. So if you retweet that, then you're republishing that, and then potentially you're committing that offence. And we do have dedicated police.
Do you hear that? From retweeting. So you can actually get penalized just for retweeting what somebody else said.
Officers who are scouring social media, their job is to look for this material and then follow up with identification lists and so forth. So it's a really, really serious. People might think they're not doing anything harmful. They are, and the consequences will be visited upon them.
And again, that's according to who? Who is harmful against? Like, so we got another one here. Like, this unfortunately just keeps going on.
It's nothing new. Like, and this is what's terrifying. It's nothing new.
So
do you not think they put us in fear of violence? Seriously.
Yeah, 4 cops. It takes 4 cops to take down someone for saying something online. It's funny, so many of them are women. Did you notice that?
I was going to say here, pause. Look at how unthreatened they are. And I don't know if you have it, but you see how unthreatened they are. She touched that guy's shoulder, and they treat him as though he was like, you know, calling for a bombing of someplace. That's how they're treating him, but they're completely unthreatened.
Yeah, 100%. And I can't even imagine 4 cops showing up.
Those 3 women, if that guy really wanted to cause a fuss, they couldn't do a damn thing. In fact, little scrawny boy on the right here, he ain't doing much either. Those 3 chicks would be laid out.
The 4 cops equals maybe 2.
It's the implied force.
Mm-hmm.
They just assume that because I wear a badge, therefore I have power, not when someone says, no, you don't. All right.
Like I can't imagine, or I can't imagine. I can't believe how many of these things that I've been seeing recently, like in that one that wouldn't load. Again, it was another female cop. Like there's so many of them. It's like, really, is this what you're signing on for? Just to go against hate speech? I don't know. It's so sad.
It's that these people, they have nothing actually. They aren't willing to stop the rape gangs that are going on in the UK. They have a big problem with that they're not doing anything.
What about the pedophiles? Like, where in any of these videos is it a pedophile that's actually getting arrested?
Yeah, it took 2 little girls with a knife and an axe to stop themselves from being raped.
You gotta start, dude. Edit yourself. R word.
Great.
Yes.
Great.
Whatever. Yeah.
You know. Well. So that's their big point of contention.
Yeah.
I'm sure they can just accept you, mate. Right? You got anything on you at all? I've got my phone in my pocket. Yeah, fine.
We've got to search you because you're dangerous for words you said.
Absolute traitors to the country. You got shoes. You've wronged them girls.
Yeah, you are traitors.
Paedophile protectors.
Yeah. See? They're pedophile protectors, really? Yeah. Doesn't look like it.
Absolutely not.
Unreal. And so with Bill C9, this is what would happen if you criticize someone. This whole thing was about, like, we've been going for 2 hours. This whole thing shows if your opinion isn't in line with official government position, that's a hate crime. If you criticize an ideology that is not in line with a government worldview, you will be removed.
Yep.
And I want those laws gone. I think hate crime laws or hate speech laws are stupid. I think that they are ineffectual. They are illogical. They are emotional. In fact, they encourage people to be more emotional. They want you to be offended. And
more hateful.
And this is where, because conservatives within Canada, I'm going to call you guys out because you guys are the opposition. You're supposed to be the opposing voice to this shit. You guys play along with this stuff. You sit there and say, look, Mark Carney's flying around the world, pouring all this greenhouse gas crap into the air. And you know what the liberals will do? We've already seen it. In fact, we have seen quite a few posts with regards to this. They will come to you and say, so then you will support our bill. You guys are pushing the same views. Oh, you guys care about greenhouse gas, then support our bill. And then you are now on the back foot saying, why aren't you?
Yeah.
Now you have to retract. Well, we didn't really care about that to begin with. We were just showing the hypocrisy. Well, that's not going to be shown. They're going to show, why are the conservatives talking about greenhouse gas? Clearly they care about greenhouse gas emissions, but yet they won't support a bill. That's what ends up happening. That's what these people end up doing. Instead of saying, you know what? We know greenhouse gases ain't that big of a problem. In fact, we should be looking at countries that are massive polluters. We should be looking at those countries and how can we help them maybe clean up their riverways a little bit. There's a river in Bangladesh that's called, I think its nickname is like Shit River because there's just garbage. It's just garbage that flows down this river because that's where everyone throws their stuff and then it goes out into the ocean. So you see this type of stuff, and instead of the conservatives actually taking a position,
trash river.
There you go.
But yes.
Yeah.
River of waste. Yeah.
Yeah. Show it. I think I posted on our X that this is the problem.
Ew. Sorry. Oh my God.
It's a river of garbage.
Ew. Oh my God. It just Oh my God. This is horrible.
There you go. So they bash us over the head with, like Canada, like I'll say, at least Canadians, we clean up after ourselves. We throw our stuff in the garbage. In fact, we get pretty pissed off when we see someone yeet a garbage, like any garbage out the window. We get pretty pissed off with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the people that are saying, hey, we want to keep Canada beautiful are in direct opposition to a government who imports people who literally come from that. And then if you criticize that, well, you need to be more considerate of their culture. It's like, no, they need to be considerate of my culture. You are a guest in my country. You came here to escape that.
Thanks.
I didn't go there and tell you guys how to run your shit country. Don't come here and try and destroy mine.
It's fair.
So that's where I think the conservatives, if I want to extend a bone to them, get off talking about this carbon capture garbage. Get off of it. No, we think that this is actually a bad idea. I shouldn't even say that we don't care. Hey, you know what? Yeah, we care about pollution. We're the conservatives. We don't want to see trash in our ditches. We don't want to see mounds of garbage flowing down our rivers. We don't want to see our beaches polluted with garbage. But the liberals do. There you go. You want your talking point, but the liberals are willing to do it. They're willing to bash you over the head with pollution while they tell you how dare you pollute.
Yeah.
I don't know why the conservatives don't take these positions. Either they're complicit, they're on the same side. I don't know. I really don't know.
Me neither. It's all bullshit. God, you suck at censoring yourself, by the way. All right. Well, we've been going for 2 hours. I know this is our first time back on YouTube, so we've had a little bit of a chat. We've missed some episodes, so we're kind of making up for lost time. Anyway, if you're new here, please hit the little subscribe button, like us, share us, all that fun stuff. It's going to help us out and keep us being able to talk. We are live every Monday and Wednesday and Saturday. So we'll catch you guys again on Monday. Have a fantastic weekend. Be kind to one another. We out.
Stop polluting.
Yeah.